Hello and welcome to SudoKanard. This puzzle is called Quadro pair Sudoku. It was created by some Cappleman-Lynes, like all the puzzles in the United Kingdom Sudoku Championship of 2022. This one was worth 59 points, which was kind of intermediate in terms of difficulty, I think. And if I recall correctly, when I solved it during the contest, the difficulty was mainly that you have to do a lot of Sudoku, which it makes sense, I mean, to do Sudoku in a Sudoku puzzle, but it's also sort of a meme in the community. Right, so the special rule is that whenever you take a 2x2 square like this, you can't have 4 digits of the same parity. For example, here we have 3 odd digits, so this one must be even, and considering what is in the same row and the same column, it has to be an 8. So likewise, this has to be an odd digit, so it leaves us with 4 candidates. When I solve on paper, I tend to write a little O in the corner for odd, or if I solve in French, for impair. So here I need an odd digit, that's 7 or 9. Here that's an even digit, that's an 8. And an interesting fact is that in this column we already have all even digits. So this is odd, it has to be 1, 5, or 9. This is odd, and this is odd. Right. Next, here I need an even digit, so that's not a 2. Here I need an even digit, that's not a 2 either. Here I need an odd digit. Here I need an odd digit. And I think that's it for the first deductions. Now something is interesting here. We have 2 odd digits and 3 even digits. So we need an even digit here, so it will have to be an 8. And we can see that this has to be odd. And this also has to be odd. And the last odd digit is somewhere in here. Right. Where should we look next? This 2 is interesting. There's no 2 in here. There's no 2 in here, so that's a 2. This 3 gives us the presence of a 3 somewhere in here. And therefore there's a 3 somewhere in here. The candidates here are 4, 5, and 9. And actually 4 has to be somewhere in here. If I try to put 4 here, then I would have 4 odd digits in here. So 4 is not the candidate here. That's 3, 5, or 9. 4 would work in this position. This row we need 5, 7, and 9. And 9 is somewhere in here. So where else can we look? We have 4 digits on this row. We still need 1, 6, 7, and 9. 4 candidates here. I won't pencil mark all of them. This column still needs 3, 6, 5, and 9. Also, that's interesting. There's a 4 in one of those 2 positions, so there will be a 4 somewhere in here. So 5, 6, or 9, 3, 5, or 6. That's a lot of pencil marks. Oh, the 1 and the 2 here. That's interesting. On this row, 1 and 2 must be here. We get 1, 2 pair. So that's give us anything. I'm seeing something about this. Because we have 2 odd digits here, we must have an even digit here. And then in this box, we have a first, so we have an even digit here, we have another one here, another one here, and the 2 somewhere, so those must be odd. That's interesting. And then this one can't be a 1 because we would have only odd digits in here, so that's a 2, that's a 1. And we get a 5, 7, 9 triple. So those must be from 4, 6, and 8. And we know that this is not 8, and this is not 6. With those 8s, actually, we get an 8 in this cell. That's interesting. And this column needs a 6. It will have to be down there, so that's not a 6. And we get a 1, 7 parent here. 6 is here on this row. So the missing digits here are 2, 3, and 6. I don't think there's any issue regarding parity in this area. We just know that one of them here has to be even, one of them here has to be odd, which could have been interesting considering we have an odd digit here and another one here. But I'm not saying that it should be very interesting. I'm saying that 6 is not here, so there's a 6 somewhere here, so that's not a 6. And that is a 6, so now this Quadro we have already has both parities. What is the next place to look? So 9 is there. Also, there won't be any issue with the quadros in here. So I still need 1 even digit in here. Where's the next place to look? There's a 2 up there. Oh, 9 could be interesting. Or not. 1 is somewhere in here. 9 is in one of 3 positions. 6. I guess those 2 must be odd. So there must be an even digit in here, so that's a 6. So now this must be 5 or 7. I still need 2 odd digits in here. 4 will be somewhere in here. That's not so interesting. So 1 is somewhere in here. Not seeing much more. That must be a 6. That's the only place in the column. That's true. So we're left in this row with 4, 5, 7, and 9. So this is 4, 5, or 7. Then there's a 4 somewhere in here. 4, 5, 7, 9. That's not interesting. Is there anything with the special constraint? Here we have, oh yes, or well, not quite, yes. We have 2 odd digits here, but we know that 4 or 8 has to be here, so that's not saying much. But 8 is not here. All 4 candidates seem to work. We still know there's an even digit in here from 4, 6, and 8. Not interesting. Here 1, 7, 6, and 9. Not interesting. So where am I supposed to look? As usual, I don't remember struggling that much during the contest. But apparently, it's not so easy. There might be something here, because one of them has to be even. Could be the 4 in this place. Could be this digit. Basically, any digit can go. Oh, we're missing this, the given 2. That's typical SudoKanard. So, and that's a 9. It pushes the 3 here and the 8 there. Of course, that's much easier if you don't disregard the given digits. Now this column needs that's a 7. This 8th column needs a 9, can only be here. That's not 7. This is from 4, 5, and 6. And actually that's a 4, 5, 6 triple, so that's a 7. And we get this 7 and this 1, that's not 1. What am I doing? And those are from 6, 7, and 9 now. So some little props. This 9 gives the 5 in here. And this 5 gives the 4, the 6, and the 5. And that's a 7, which gives the 9. And the 3. And the 9, which pushes the 3 to the left. 4, 5 pairs, so that's a 7. That's a 9. And this is 4 or 8. And here I need 1 and 5. Right. So that's not a 7. So that's some solid progress. But what hindered my progress was just the fact that I had failed to notice these two. Something is interesting here. You know, there's no 7 in here, there's no 7 in here. Actually, in this column, 7 must be here. Somewhere in here I need a 6. And so similarly, there's no 6 in here, there's no 6 here, so 6 has to be here in the column. And this is now 9, with 5, 9 here, 7, 5, 6, 7. As you see, it's really Sudoku at this point. 6 is here. The constraint was useful to a certain extent, but now it's mainly Sudoku. And this column still needs 1, 2, 4, and 8. So that's 104. That's 1, 2, 8. And my guess is that the special Quadro constraint is about to make a comeback. 9 in this column can only be here. And the other digits are 1, 4, and 8. So this is 1 or 8. 1, 4 or 8. I get the 1, 4 pair in this column, so that's not 1, and that's 2 or 8. And something... No, I was about to say I needed to have a 1 in here, but actually this is forced by this. So this is 1, 4, or 5, so 4 or 5, and here 2, 8, 5. So probably the constraint is doing a comeback. That's here. That has to be even, so that's 4. 1, 5 and 1 here, 8, 2, and 5 and 4, and 8, and 4, and 8, and 4. And chanting, and 5 and 1, and 4 and 5, and probably 2, and that's it. So the puzzle wasn't so hard once you learn to switch between just plain Sudoku answer marking and the special constraint. And most of all, don't forget to use the given digits. Yes, two. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at myself, mainly. Right, thanks for watching this video and see you pretty soon on SudoKanard.